Look, Pastor Manning, we're demanding a special prosecutor be appointed. What is crazy about that? Why is that so crazy?
They do it for everything else. They did it for Whitewater. I mean, they did it for Paula Jones. They did it for, I mean, all of the peccadillos of Bill Clinton. I can't imagine why, you know, a special prosecutor should not. In fact, the people that support the long-legged Mac Daddy ought to want a special prosecutor to clear his name. I mean, because this matter is not going away, Steve. It's not going away on its own.
No.
I would
no. And I changed it today. Operation Flood It was a huge success, and now we're shifting it to Operation Special Prosecutor. I put a list of all of the talk show hosts and their phone numbers, and I want people to just call randomly and bring this topic up. We want the blackout yanked. We're tired of lies, you know, and that's it.
Well, I want to join with this Operation Special Prosecutor. I think it's an ingenious idea, and it's something that ought to happen. I mean, a certain segment of the American people ought not to be blacked out or have their point of views unable to be aired. And we ought to have this matter investigated by an independent person who can look at this and represent all Americans. So I'm down for this. I'm going to give me all the details of it. As you do, I will deal with it every day. Because you're right. There are cases in court. I mean, when you've got matters that are before the Supreme Court, challenging the eligibility of the alleged president of America, the American people need to be made aware of it. And if they are not reporting it, then it must mean that they are afraid that the news will do them injury rather than help them. You know, people always say, well, I can't wait to get this matter to court and trial because I'm going to clear my name. They're hiding the information, or it appears to me that they're hiding it because it seems that they're afraid it's going to do them more harm than good.
Right, and you know, there were allegations. I posted this on the Conservative Monster and on your Adler Worldwide Media that there was a private investigator that is very credible. I believe his name is Mr. Hagman, and he is from Homeland Security U.S., and he's claiming that Fox News, CNN, they were all threatened, allegedly threatened with FCC, an assault of the FCC on top of them if they brought up this issue. This took place in December 2008, right before inauguration, and also the top talk show host, allegedly, we can't prove who it is, but it sounds like it's Rush Limbaugh and Hannity, Mark Levin, were brought into a room and told not to talk about it.
Well, I can say this, Steve. I can tell you this, that this matter is too huge to stay controlled by the people that are controlling it at present. It's just, even if we were not as vigorous and zealous as we are about it, it would eventually and ultimately come out. And I can tell you this, that the people, and I believe it was Limbaugh, I believe Hannity and Levin, as you stated, I believe they were brought into a room, and others, and right. There was a matter which now makes this a conspiracy, that they are conspiring. And one of the things that I think that they all realize, and people like Rush Limbaugh realize, is that he has stepped into a very dark place. And that ultimately all of this is going to be discovered, and they will live to be put on trial for their behavior and their actions. I believe that.
Well, you know, they are, again, we have to say allegedly, but we believe they're allegedly, there's a conspiracy here. They're allegedly covering up multiple felonies that are being alleged against the president, and they're trying to keep it out of the American people. You know, believe me, if this was George Bush or Palin, trust me, there would have been trials already, and you would have been in handcuffs. We know that already. You know, but when you have a Marxist in there, they're going to protect their own. This happens when you have a communist regime, and you know, you have the communists commit any crime you want, but the opposition gets thrown in jail. Fox News had no problem reporting Scooter Libby's trial every day.
Absolutely. You know, the other thing is that there are a large segment, not the major segment of Americans, but you may have 20 to 30 million Americans that also know that Obama is most assuredly not a U.S. citizen and has gotten this office illegally. They voted for him. And they've got an interest in keeping this matter from seeing the light of day as well, which makes it a little bit different from perhaps some of the other items that we've talked about with special prosecutors. We've got a large number of people who've got a historical interest in this matter, and that's one of the things that I think going forward, when we think about the mindset of the people who are protecting Obama, that we have to think about why they're doing it. First of all, there's money involved, and then there's the use of federal powers that Franklin Delano Roosevelt used in his court packing and during his administration, that Obama is very effectively using as well. Whatever you say about George Bush, he was never as vicious as Obama is. But I think when we look at this, and then for all the people that perhaps would support Glenn Beck, we have to understand there's a mindset here from a historical perspective that this matter is better to be a part of a corrupt history of America, but in the end, if it doesn't come to light, we're better off. But that ain't going to happen. I can tell you this now. I will fight to my dying breath to make sure that this matter is fully investigated and a trial for treason is had.
And I'll be working right next to you.
Thank you very much, Steve, for being a part of saving our nation. We are going to win. I can tell you this now. Truth is on the scaffold and wrong is on the throne. But truth always sways the future. We're going to find a way to bring this matter to a head and find the victory. Thank you, and let's stay in touch.